Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your Astroflower reading, going from the 18th through to the 24th of September, going through the equinox as well, which you will have a reading this week, and that's a reading that looks at the next 3 months. So let's just see what's going on for you in this week here. Overall energies, your righteous path, being called to what you're supposed to be doing basically. And we've seen this over the past few weeks now for yourselves. You're really responding to this call within you, and heading off down that pathway and owning your pathway more than anything else. And I think it's because it's a very clear, there's a very clear vision of what you should be doing, regardless of what you're doing in the world. And regardless to relationship side as much as the material side of life. Whichever way it's going here, it's you are standing up for what is right, basically, what should be done, and not everyone's going to understand it, are they? Not everyone's going to understand it. So, fair play to you. It's one of the hardest things to do, to stand in your righteous path. Because if you look at the world at the moment, if you turn around and you told the truth of what's going on in the world around you, you'll get counselled all over the place. So it's a really difficult thing to do, and this is where the overall energy is helping you to do that. So generally the energy is flowing in your direction. You have control, as they say in aviation. On your karmic path, on your karmic mission, you've got the King of Cups. This is a beautiful card to have on your karmic mission, really, for your relationship side. It's telling you that karmically you've got to have control over your emotions. It's got to be plain sailing for you. You've got to weather the storms. That's what I'm getting here, of standing up and standing in your righteous path. So what you know is right. And this doesn't mean going on a crusade. This is standing up in your part, living your life, basically. Whatever you're doing, living your life. And, having control over your emotions, I think this week will really help you out. It's having a stability within your emotions. That's what you don't be pulled off your track, as it were. Because that is probably where you're heading. The universe here is influencing you with the Ten of Cups, seeing the reality for what it is. And I think this is what the universe is trying to do. If you're standing in your power, or not in your power, if you're standing in your righteous place, in your where you should be going and what you should be doing and what is true to you, and what you know it because you know it and you feel it inside. Yeah, what you feel is true to you, you're going to see the reality for what it is, and it's going to make you incredibly happy, very satisfied about where you're going and what you're doing. At the moment, on your relationship side, it's really quite beautiful. But it does tie into that overall energy there, which, you can't really ignore. King of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Judgment card as well. This is where you've come from. This is how your guides are connecting to your past, to your future. And I think you've done so much work that you've got a wealth of emotional strength in your life at the moment. Abundance, emotional abundance. And it comes through in a very physical sense. It's the way you stand, it's the way you comment, it's the way you speak, it's the way you walk across a square in a town. There's multitudes of different ways here of which you've created from over the past sort of year almost, I would say, this position. You are standing, there is a degree of standing in your power here, but it's standing in your knowledge of what is right. And then you get the High Priestess in your future. So this is, once you've stood in this position, and you can see the relationships around you for what they are, according to you, okay? According to the way in which you masterfully put yourself forward. You're starting to see clearly this week. You're starting to see clearly, according to the relationships that are around you, what really not only ticks for you, but also, you know, the shortcomings of others. This is what I'm getting. You're seeing the shortcomings of others, and it's having that humility within the King of Cups to sort of like know that you yourself have shortcomings, like everybody has shortcomings. And so I wouldn't bang, you know, I wouldn't bang on the head of, you know, people who have got shortcomings. I wouldn't smash their shortcomings, basically, because you've got your own. It's like, you know, I'm not going to be the first one to throw stones in glass houses. You know, he who has he who is without sin casts the first stone. You know what I mean? Sort of scenario. So I wouldn't cast the first stone, but use this intuition here to, I think, make your relationships see the reason within you. And I think this is why you're getting this High Priestess here. This High Priestess, she also has, you know, she has that ability to see through the veil of the moons, basically, the hidden emotions, hidden agendas, and all of those sort of things. And when you can see through it, this is where you can help people to stand in their power as well. I think this is what it's all about. Not necessarily to follow you. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more a question so they realise, you know, let's say someone constantly doing something that is, you know, painful to another person. If they realise that, then they stop doing that, then that person no longer gets hurt. And that is the ultimate solution. And I think this is what you're looking for within the relationships that are around you. Okay, what's the overall outcome? 8 of Swords. There might be a case here of being too kind, letting people off the hook, and therefore it corners you. And if you're going to be too kind about it, if you're going to let people off the hook, I think you're going to end up finding yourself painted into a corner that you're not so chuffed about. I think this is more of a case here, is freedom. This is what you're building towards, freedom from old paradigms, from old ways of having relationships, old interactions with people that are very superficial, but not genuine, as it were. You know, that's a bit extreme, I know. But at the same time, it's a little bit like that. You can either paint yourself into a corner or you can free yourself up. And I think the choice is yours. The choice is yours, basically, Aquarius, because you are in control here of all the relationships that are around you. You are in control. You're the one that's really the driving force behind all of this. You know, and this driving force is with great power comes great responsibility to take something from was it Spider-Man or whatever it is. And I think there's a case to be said here for that. So I would just be a little bit wary of that. Don't be, you know, I guess the risk is being smug about how right you are. Don't be, because the shoe will be on the other foot someday. Don't worry. You know, none of us are above, you know, are real saints. Not in this life anyway. So let's just see what's going on your financial side. Yeah, your karmic path here, you got the 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, sorry. I do apologise. 9 of Cups. I think you're greeting these opportunities with the opportunities that you're offering as well. So it's almost like a mutual, it's like 2 9 of Cups coming together in a way, where you're seizing upon the opportunities that are being presented to you because you're also offering out a good cup as well. And I think this is a real sort of expansional exchange that you're having with your job, with your business, with your projects, whatever it is around you. There's a lot of opportunities that you're seizing upon and you're creating as well, more than anything else. And you should know that. You should really know that you're also part of this mechanism that is creating a lot of opportunities. How's the universe sort of offering it to you? Fair exchange. Yeah, this is it. This is what I mean about you offering up these 9 cups and you're also receiving these 9 cups. It's got to work for you, most definitely. And the universe is encouraging this sort of attitude that if it works for me, then I can, say like if I'm running a business and that business is working really well, then I can employ people, then it can help other people, and etc. And that's what the universe is doing for you here, I think. They're recognizing the good offerings that you're giving, but also the offerings that you're accepting. And, you know, this is a very, very powerful reading, Aquarius. There is no doubt about it. This year for you is a blinding year, a good year for you. A good year for you. Where have you come from? You've come from this crowning victory, basically. And it's a crowning because the crown is circular and it goes on top of your crown chakra. And it's like you've been orchestrating a lot of different things within your career, business or projects, whatever you're doing. You're orchestrating it in a way that you win on every single front here. And this is what's brought in. This is where you should recognize how you have created the opportunities for you more than anything else. You got 2 aces here. Engaging in your future, out with the old and in with the new. This is a real, I think the turning of events is pretty much, if it hasn't already happened, it's happening now. So, and you're opening up the future in a very passionate way. It's very stimulating towards you, and it's starting something new. And I think this is driving your, you know, your mental energy, your intuition, even your physical energy and your emotions. Everything's driving towards, you know, getting the best out of this opportunity that is either coming to you right now or is already on your path. Okay, what's the overall outcome? Temperance. Now this is strange because there's 2 patient cards on the outcome here, and I'd be really interested to see what's going on in the equinox readings. I really would be interested in seeing what's going on in the equinox readings, because you know, I'm starting to think that maybe this is nothing to do with you. It's more to do with the outside world, basically, and there could be a major hoo-ha in the outside world that is basically, you know, put a carbosh on a lot of things, you know. So it could be, you know, it could be you reanalyzing or reassessing the situations, being patient with the world around you. And I think this is the same sort of thing, you know, being patient with the people that are around you in your financial and business sense as well, as much as what I said on the other side. Helping other people to grow will also help you to grow. And I think there's a case of patience for the world to catch you up, basically, more than anything else. Let's just do, we're going to do a bit of clarification on the Light Seers cards. I've started releasing the information about workshops in the United States, in Australia, and also in the UK. In the UK, we've got the dates, which is the 21st to the and 22nd of October in the Bath regions. If you want to be involved in those energy workshops, you'll find a link in the description below. Follow it through there, and you'll get all the information about reserving a weekend workshop on energy. It's fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. Yes, there's also my sister channel called Somatic TV, where I do everything is about energy. So I do an energy update, and I'm gradually building up other videos about energy that come out during the week. So check that out as well. Thank you very much for your support, by the way, Aquarius, in all of this reading. Really do appreciate it. Let's just see what's now going on with here. So the moon on your righteous path, I think. I actually think it's I think it's going to be surprising in a very pleasant way, actually. I think it's going to bring things to the surface within you and your path, not only on your relationship side, but also on your financial side, which actually is going to make you feel sort of, yeah, wow, I didn't think it was going to be this good sort of scenario. And it really, really works for you, I think. Really, really works for you. Let's see what's going on the relationship side. Four of Cups. And that goes with the King of Cups. I think this comes back to the idea of not actually, you know, bonjour, ça va vous? Impeccable. There's a lady walking down with half a tree in her hand. Vous allez planter un arbre? Ah, okay. She's going to make compost, which is a good thing. You know, dead things can make really good, fertile future things. And I think this is what it's saying here, is just don't allow your emotions to overtake you here in regards to what's going on around you. And this is where the patience with others, I think, is all about. Look to the future. Don't look for retribution and stuff like that. Don't get annoyed and tantrumed by people who just don't understand. Understand that they don't understand and help them to open their eyes a little bit. And if they don't want to open their eyes, they don't want to open their eyes. You can just walk away. With the Ten of Cups, you've got the Queen of Cups. This is a huge, brilliant vibration coming in from the universe for you here. It's making you feel exhalation in a way within your pathway as you go down your as you explore your emotions and what have you. And I think that's really good for you. I think that's really good. I think that's really good for everybody else that is around you as well. With the King of Cups, you get the Four of Wands. Yes, I do believe you've created this situation and engaged in this situation and brought you abundance and what have you. And you have put in a lot of work here. It could be marriage as well for you. This is what you've been directing towards within your life, and that could well be now coming up onto on the surface. But there is, the abundance and the assurance and the confidence that you have here is taking you into a new dimension. I think that's what it is more than anything else. With the High Priestess, we get the Page of Wands. Yeah, explore your passions or explore those emotions. I think passionately explore those emotions where you're going to see people's shortcomings around you, as I said. And this is where your passion for life and getting things right will help people to see themselves clearly as much as anything else. And that is ultimately going to make your life a lot more plain sailing. And their life as well, and your life with them as well. Let's just see what this Eight of Swords is all about. You get the Empress card. I called the High Priestess the Empress card as well, didn't I? But yeah, the Empress card. I do believe this is a case of breaking free from an old model, basically. That you've been breaking free from an old model, and you're creating something new here. You're shaking off the shackles of yesteryear in regards to your emotions, in regards to your relationships. You're feeling very empowered, where you know now that you have almost you are the creator of your path, and therefore you are the one that's creating something new and setting you free. Let's see what's going on the financial sort of side, shall we? With the Nine of Cups, yeah, you are going to have I think you're going to have a very successful year still. You're moving into your summer period. You're in your summer period, sorry. Hugely in your summer period, and things are really starting to kick for you. And I would greet these opportunities with opportunities that you are offering, which is going to increase and expand your success, basically. With this Six of Pentacles, you get the Six of Cups. It's all to do with the past, I think. This is what you've set up, and I think the universe is recognizing now here, and they're giving you very solid emotions to sort of say, remember the good stuff that you've done in order to get to where you are. That's the happiness of that fair exchange. That's why you deserve this good aces that are coming in for you, these opportunities that are coming in for you at the moment. Let's just see what's going on with the Ace of Swords. Yes, I do think you're driven by your happiness. I do think your satisfaction in what you would do in the way of work, in the way of job, of a business and so forth. Yeah, it's really driving you, and it's driven you to success more than anything else. Why change a recipe when it works? You know, and I think you're still doing this, but now you're adding another ingredient, which is your passions into your success. You know you are going to get this success for you in your life. Or you should feel that you can get the success for you in this life. You've come from this beautiful place, and if you know that recipe and know how you've created those opportunities, all of a sudden you will be able to then get very passionate about what you enjoy in life, basically. With the Ace of Wands, you get the Ace of Wands. A very, very passionate future for you here that you're building into your life. I think you're really getting into your financial sort of side. I think that's what's also bringing in the security within your relationship side. With the Temperance card, you have a whole new world. You know, on the relationship side, you had the Temperance card, creating something new, where she's got the, if you can see here, on this card here, she's got the sun behind her, which is where you've got the sun behind you. You've got that victory that comes in with it, you engaging with your passions, and that moon that's shining through as well, which you get on there, that moon that is shining through here, is then creating that whole new, brand new world for you. And I think this is a similar sort of thing, because you've now got the Well card on your business side. You're going from one dimension to another. You've got everything at your disposals, and you're creating a whole new cycle for you. And it's a cycle built on success that is going to evolve your success into a whole completely new level. So, yeah, there you go, Aquarius. Absolutely brilliant. Really good reading for you. Looking really good for this week. I'll see you over there for the equinox readings as well. And don't forget my sister channel, Sunmatic TV. I'll see you there as well for the energy updates. In the meantime, all that's left for me to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.